And they sing the song called Break On Through, They Are the Doors, everybody.
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side, yeah. We chased our pleasures here, dug our treasures there. But can you still recall the time we cried? Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. I found an island in your arms, country in your eyes. Arms are chainless, eyes are lined. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through, oh! Oh yeah! Wait to see, week to week, day to day. To the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through, break on through, break on through, break on through.
Jim was the writer. He's the guy who had the songs, and you know, I didn't really think about writing, but. Then Jim said, hey, you know what, we don't have enough songs, you know, why don't you all guys go and try and write some too, you know.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
That song really had it. The thing going against it, it was over 6 minutes long.
Dave Diamond, local DJ, said, man, I am getting requests for Light My Fire. I play it because I got the diamond mine late at night. I can play a long version, but you guys got to cut that thing down and make a single. I'm telling you, it's a hit.
The boys didn't want to cut it. I said, well, look, let's just let Paul see what he can come up with. And guys, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we won't do it.
And we said, no, we can't do that, you know. That's our favorite song. We can't cut it down. But finally we did, and that was, then all hell broke loose after that.
I remember being in New York in a limousine going to a concert. Light My Fire was just breaking, and it must be played every 3 minutes, 4 minutes of one song, then another song, and then Light My Fire again. And we were just in the limo, and our smiles were so big. We were so happy.
It just dripped out of the radio. The Beatles were saying, all you need is love. Morrison's going, light my fire, honey. There's a big difference. It's love, but it's a different kind of love. Then they go on Ed Sullivan.
The Ed Sullivan Show was where the Beatles first appeared. Ed Sullivan was watched by families on Sunday night.
Suddenly, little Sally is up on all fours, leaning in, looking at the Lizard King, you know, and Daddy's looking down going, Oh, no, we can't have this. We cannot have this. And the moment Daddy said we cannot have this, she was out buying every Doors album you could possibly imagine.
No time to wallow in the mire. China, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre.
Of course, we didn't do what they told us.
They didn't want us to say, girl, you couldn't get much higher.
If I were to say to you, yeah, we couldn't get much higher.
Jim did it anyway, and then they said, you'll never do this show again. And we said, well, we just did it. We only wanted to do it once. Cheers.
Try to set the night on fire. Try to set the night on
Light My Fire hit number one in late July of 1967. I think it's more in retrospect that it is seen now as like a perfect song for that summer, for that time, because things were beginning to glow and ignite and explode in terms of the social changes, the political changes in the country.
'Cause it's too late, too late, too late, too late, too late. And we're on our way. No, we can't turn back. Yeah, we're on our way. And we can't turn back. Yeah, yeah. We're on our way.
It was all improvisation, man. Morrison was just totally out there, totally wild, and we were improvising, and whatever he would do, we'd follow him, you know? We just, God bless, man, go too far. What is too far? Too far is it gets you arrested in New Haven, Connecticut by Captain Kelly and the good police officers of New Haven. You've gone too far, young man. You've gone too far. Well, what did he do, you know? He was baiting the cops. He was telling the story of being maced down in the dressing rooms. He was in a shower making out with a girl, and a cop goes in and says, hey, you kids, get out of here. And Jim Morrison says to the guy, he said, we're not doing anything. We're kissing. You mind? He said, get out of here. I told you kids to get out of here. And Jim said, hey, I'm not getting out of here. And the guy said, oh, yeah? And hit him with the mace. Bam! Then he finds out who he is. Jim comes running into the dressing room, tearing, eyes just bleeding, you know, just watery like insane. The cop then is told by the manager, that's the lead singer of the band. You guys are here to protect. You're here to protect him, protect and serve, and you've just maced him. The guy, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't know who you were. Say, oh, okay, if you're famous, you don't get maced. If you're just a kid making out, then you're going to get it. So it was like, hold it, man. It doesn't work that way. So Jim on stage, we're doing Backdoor Man. And I'm doing. Just over and over. And Jim starts to tell the story about, he said, let me tell you what just happened to me downstairs. And, you know, he tells the whole story about being maced. And their motto is protect and serve. And one by one, they start to turn. And they're in front of the stage, and they're looking at us, or looking at the audience. They start to turn and look at Jim. And there they were, man, the bulls, the thick guys, thick necks, making double time, working night, working a rock and roll show, a lot of fun. Maybe you'll get to whack a few kids, a few teenagers. If you can hit a couple of long hairs, even better. And then Morrison saying, the little blue man in a little blue hat, the little blue pig. Oh, that got him, man. And he said, they maced me, they did this and they that, and because I'm famous, I wasn't going to be maced. But I'm just like you guys. I'm just like you guys, man. He did it to me, they'll do it to you. And boom, out comes Captain Kelly and says, stop the show, stop everything. You're under arrest, young man. You've gone too far. And they pulled him away, arrested right on stage.
30 responding. Oh, no, we drifted it. 30 responding. 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 30 respond road tour film of the Doors. Went around for about a week with them on a concert tour. When it was over, I was one step away from joining a Jesuit monastery. I thought it was cool. I thought it was hip. But I couldn't keep up with those guys. It was too much. I was part of the camera crew, second camera. I don't think any of it was in focus. Not a bit.
Name? Robbie Krieger. Age? 22 years old.
Occupation?
Guitar.
Name?
John Densmore.
Age?
23.
Occupation?
Percussionist.
Name?
Raymond Daniel Manzur.
Age?
Born 2/12/39.
Occupation?
Musician. Organist.
Name? Jim. Occupation?
You love me, don't you, baby? I knew you would. Well, climb all over me, baby. Touch me. Come on, play with me. Right. Well, I'm the crawling king snake, and I rule my den. Well, I'm the crawling king snake, and I rule my den. Crawl all over me, baby. Get on your hands and knees and crawl, crawl, hey.
to see you crawl. Hey boss, there ain't much time, is there? No. We ain't got long to go, no. All right. You may be joking.